And nor'easter Juno is slated to be a record-breaking storm in New York City and some of the surrounding areas. Citrus TV's chief weather anchor Caroline Strange has been following the storm throughout the day. Caroline, good evening to you.
Hi, Nick. Areas along the East Coast are buckling down for the storm, and it hasn't even fully hit yet. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut governors declared a state of emergency earlier today. Subway and bus services will stop in NYC at 11 p.m. Thousands of flights were canceled, and residents of the Big Apple were encouraged to go home early. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio warned people to stay off the roads tonight and tomorrow.
It is not business as usual, and if my fellow New Yorkers join me in doing the smart and safe thing, we are all going to get through this okay.
The storm threatens millions of people. Tonight it will range all the way from Pennsylvania to Maine. And if 27 inches falls tonight, it'll be a record snowfall in the city. For more on how the storm will affect us here in central New York, stay tuned for my full weather forecast.
And now we know how bad the blizzard is for those out by the coast, but the storm here in Syracuse isn't out of the ordinary.
Citrus TV's Caroline Strange is standing by with what to expect in the coming days.
Well, Max and Nick, we've had about an inch or so of snowfall already. It's about 15 degrees, but with some of that wind chill, it feels a little bit colder, down all the way to 4 degrees. Winds are coming into the east-northeast at 8 miles an hour, and our humidity is actually pretty high, but that's because of all that snowfall out there. Now, compared to some of the Mondays of the past, it's been 68 back in 1950, nowhere near what that is today, but it's also not quite as low as it was in 1966 when it was negative 27 degrees, which is one of the record-breaking numbers for Syracuse as a whole. Average is about 32 degrees, so we are still pretty well below that. And average snowfall about this time of the year is 1 inch, so thankfully we aren't getting 8 inches like we had in 1980. We are a little bit warmer than some of the area along the coast that is getting hit by Winter Storm nor'easter Juno. We are right around 15 degrees, so we're actually one of the cooler parts of the state. Here's that snowstorm that we've got tracking outside. It's going to probably sweep through us throughout the rest of the night, but we won't have too much to face, and you can see that here. This is the big area across the coast that's being hit, and some of these storm fronts that are going to sweep up across us might drop a little bit more snow, but not too much more, probably between 3 and 5 inches at most. Tonight, it is going to continue snowing. Winds are going to pick up a little bit more coming from the northeast, 10 to 15 miles an hour, and it's going to dip down to about 10 degrees. Now tomorrow morning when you wake up, if you're heading to class early, it's only going to get about 19 degrees, so it's going to be a little bit cooler than that when you first wake up. It is going to be windy, so those winds are going to continue to increase as we move into tomorrow, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. Now looking ahead at the rest of the week, we are going to get a quick break of snow on Wednesday. It's going to be about 23 degrees, and then that temperature will pick up a little bit more on Thursday. 33 degrees. Friday, it is going to continue to snow though, and we've got a 40% chance on Thursday and a 30% chance on Friday, and Saturday, no snow, but it's going to get a lot colder.
So Caroline, thank you so much. We're looking at Thursday and Friday as snow showers. How many inches are we looking at?
Maybe about an inch, maybe 2. We aren't going to get that much. We are well below average for this time of the year. Typically, we have around 70 inches so far. This year, we've only had 40. So we're about 30 inches shorter than we usually have seen. It's going to be a pretty light winter, and I think Buffalo is going to take the Golden Snowball Award for this year.
Now, Caroline, oftentimes the cold, it's 18 degrees but doesn't feel that cold, but the wind is killer. Are we going to look at a lot of wind this week?
We are going to see some wind. Again, tomorrow is probably going to be the worst of it, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. But throughout the rest of the week, it's still going to be pretty windy. You can expect winds typically around 10 miles an hour a day, and some of those gusts are a little bit stronger.
So comparatively to obviously the snow, a lot of states are issuing state of emergencies. Are we going to see any local state of emergencies going on?
Probably not right here. We are used to some of this snow, only about 3 to 5 inches, but we don't have anything quite as bad as the coast.
All right, Caroline Strange, thanks so much.